quite a bold statement from the May government. What does it mean? What are the knock-on effects for Brexit and the negotiations there?
Good morning, Belle. Well, this was one of the most contentious issues of the 2016 referendum, immigration. Some say it effectively just became a referendum on immigration. And for Theresa May, she was Home Secretary through years of migration from the EU, in which it peaked in the hundreds of thousands, and she felt personally responsible for that. So she today, along with her Home Secretary Sajid Javid, are making this announcement. It has been approved by Cabinet and also the Labour Party, so it has a big backing here in the UK, and it will see the passports of short-stay tourists and people from low-risk countries all being scanned at e-gates. At the moment, that's just done for EU citizens. Security and criminal background checks will be done. So like the US ESTA system, workers wanting to stay for longer will have to make a minimum salary that ensures they do not compete with UK workers. Successful applicants for jobs will only be able to bring their families with them if they're sponsored, and there will be no cap on student visas. So quite a big change to the UK's immigration system. We already know from the Prime Minister, she made it very clear earlier on in the negotiations that all EU citizens living in the UK would get the right to remain. That included, we found out last week after her quite dramatic Salzburg incident, the statement that she put out from Downing Street, that includes in the no-deal scenario. She doesn't think it's right that those people are bargaining chips. So quite a big offer from Theresa May when she did that to the EU, but quite big changes for people wanting to come and work and visit the UK. Theresa May says that the British public voted to leave the European Union and take back control of borders. When we leave, we will end freedom of movement once and for all. Crucially, it will be fair to ordinary working people. For too long, they have felt they've been ignored on immigration. So Theresa May very much trying to play to voters outside of this hall in the UK who voted for Brexit because of the feeling that there was too much immigration.
And looking ahead at the conference today, we've got the former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson speaking. He's potentially going to attack Theresa May's Brexit plans, isn't he?
That's right. I mean, Belle, even when Boris Johnson isn't here, he's causing waves. Yesterday, he did something a bit naughty. There's a picture in the front of all the British papers today of Boris Johnson running through a wheat field near to his home in Oxfordshire. And that is a bit tongue-in-cheek, because Theresa May always struggles slightly with personal questions. She was once asked in an interview what's the naughtiest thing she did as a child or a young person. And instead of, drinking or anything else, she said she used to run through fields of wheat and annoy farmers. So Boris Johnson very much, I think, trolling the PM slightly by running and just having it caught on camera. It's in the papers all today, as I said, and he'll be coming back here to this conference later on, and he'll give an alternate leader's speech is what we are expecting. He'll be speaking not in the main hall just behind me here, but at a fringe event. There's likely to be huge queues for that, and he'll build on what he's been doing over the past couple of days. That 4,000-word article on Friday's Telegraph outlining his vision, ditching Chequers and having a Canada plus supermodel, what he called it, even talking about building a bridge to Ireland to try to sort that crisis. And he's very much challenging the Prime Minister directly now, because this conference does at times feel like it is an audition process for who will survive her. The feeling very much is no matter what happens over the next couple of months, whether she gets that deal through, at some point next year she could be gone and it could be someone else addressing this conference as leader and Prime Minister.